Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to today's webinar on Dropship Advanced, the latest in WindowBook's educational webinar series. My name is Monica Lundquist, and I'm the Postal Affairs and Technical Support Manager here at WindowBook. Assisting me today is Mary Bush, our Manager of Client Resources. The agenda for today's webinar is to explore more advanced dropshipping topics than our basics webinar, which we held last week. We will review the costs associated with dropshipping and show you how to build a freight table in DatMail. We will discuss the sources of the postage savings for dropshipping and the calculations for determining the net savings. We will also discuss dropshipping to improve delivery or to control in-home date delivery. We will briefly cover Priority Mail Open and Distribute, or PMOD, which is a great option for small dropship volumes or problem delivery areas. We will also provide a brief overview of co-services, which are used in conjunction with dropshipping to generate deeper postage discounts on selected mailings. We'll also discuss making appointments for delivery of dropshipments and the Facility Access and Shipment Tracking System, or FAST. And at that point, I will turn over the presentation to Mary Bush, and she will be giving us a live demo of DatMail Toolbox, which includes many advanced dropshipping functions. And lastly, we'll open up the floor to questions from the audience. Keep in mind that we'll just be touching briefly on PMOD and FAST, as we have separate webinars on both of those topics. Now, just a quick review from the basics webinar. Dropshipping bypasses a number of postal transportation and processing steps. Now, normal entered mail without dropshipping is represented by the red arrows in this diagram. Mail is typically drop-shipped to one of the following types of postal facilities, either a network distribution center, or NDC. Now, these are formerly known as bulk mail centers, or BMCs. Also part of that network is an auxiliary service facility, or ASF. There are also sectional center facilities, or SCFs, area distribution centers, or ADCs, and the destination delivery unit, or DDU. Now, bypassing these steps saves money for the Postal Service, which they share with mailers in the form of dropship and zone-skipping discounts. Mailers may transport the mail themselves to do dropshipping, or they may contract with third-party consolidators or logistics providers to transport the mail. Now, there are costs associated with dropshipping which must be taken into account when analyzing mailings for dropship potential. If you use a consolidation service, there is the cost of transporting the mail from the printing plant or letter shop to a logistics provider or a consolidation center. These are often known as inbound truck charges. Consolidation services are used by many mailers who do not have sufficient volume on their own to fill trucks to destination postal facilities. By combining the mail volume from numerous printers and letter shops, consolidators can optimize the filling of truckloads to these destinations, thereby keeping the costs down and spreading those costs among multiple printers or letter shops. Then there is the cost of transporting the mail to the destination postal facilities, such as an NDC or SCF as we described earlier, either from the origin plant or from the consolidation center. There may also be accessorial charges from the transportation provider. This is especially true if you ship to DDU or destination delivery unit facilities. These are often smaller post offices, which may not have a dock door or a pallet jack. This may require that a lift gate be used on the truck or a pallet jack be transported along with the mail. DDU shipments also require the driver to assist with unloading the mail, which may be an additional charge. There may also be additional charges for smaller trucks if the destination postal facilities cannot accommodate larger semi-trucks. And as fuel prices have risen in recent years, most transportation companies now assess a fuel surcharge rather than trying to build in the fluctuating fuel costs into their base rates. This charge is typically a percentage of the freight charges. Most transporters adjust this rate as the cost of diesel fuel rises and falls. There may also be administrative fees put in place by printers, letter shops, and consolidators to cover the cost of special software, material handling, appointment coordination, paperwork, and so forth. All of these cost elements must be considered during dropship analysis to make sure